Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 with the HIP mod as Aragon. In the last episode we participated in a crusade for Jerusalem, which we did not personally win, but was won for the Christian side anyway. So now Jerusalem is a Christian kingdom under King Georgios here. Won by Sicily, which is nice for them. King Roger de Houteville, presumably the son of Robert de Houteville, Robert Guiscard, a famous character. So we're sending our troops back as we speak. We have a couple of other things to take care of. We are missing a spy master. We could get the Duke of Aragon here as the next spy master, but he's actually a better martial character. Oh, our marshal currently is actually 24, so he's pretty good at that himself. We'll just appoint him as the spy master then. And also we have a son. Not my eldest son, no. Of course my eldest son is already of age, but we'll, I suppose, educate him myself. And also in the last episode I gave away this barony right before I noticed that I could increase my centralization and gain the domain limit necessary to actually hold it myself. I also said that I would be able to plot to revoke it, but I actually can't, even though it's in my capital duchy. That only apparently applies to counties in your capital duchy, not lower holdings. But hopefully, since we just gave it out, he doesn't have any heirs except me. Yeah, he hasn't had any other family generated when we created him. So hopefully we'll be able to plot to kill him and thereby inherit it instead of just revoking it. Which is fine. Got a couple of gold out of it too. We're also involved in this war between Castile and Galicia. On Galicia's side, apparently, which is good. Well, it's not necessarily good. We don't really care that much what happens, I suppose. What is this actually for? Duchess Fatima's claim on Leon, the county of Leon. It's over a single county. Great. Also, in the meantime, I guess, yeah, our Holy War cooldown has expired, so we are free to go to war again for some more land. So I guess we have the choice of either taking these two counties, which would give us nicer looking borders, or I think the only de jure land we're missing from the Kingdom of Aragon is the Balearic Islands. So I'm not sure which of those would be better to take first. Looks like he's already at war with somebody else. And they are sieging counties here. He's also got some troops that are landing on the islands as we speak. What is that over? Conquest of Al-Urqub. Is that this county? Yeah. Well, in that case, I think we'll definitely go for the islands. Though perhaps waiting a little while for our levies to replenish might not be a terrible idea. Though, I'm assuming since that war looks to be going pretty badly for him, he hasn't got much in the way of troops right now. Though, of course, his friends will be able to all join once we declare a holy war. We'll just wait a few months, maybe. In the meantime, we'll find ourselves something. Oh, we can't, of course, because we're at war. We can't go on any summer fairs or pilgrimages or anything of that nature. I should get my martial training troops which he wasn't doing. I probably had him leading troops, I guess, during the Crusade. So maybe I'll just wait till August and then we'll declare this war. How's this plot going? We have a weak claim on the Kingdom of England, which we probably will not exercise. We could bribe a couple of people, but we're not anywhere close to getting it over 200%, so we'll just leave it as is. Should fire at some point anyway. Looks like Galicia has sieged their war goal over here, but they're about to lose it to Castile's larger army. Oh, and I missed August while I was paying attention to that, but that's fine. An extra month of reinforcements is probably pretty good. So we'll go for the Duchy of Mallorca. We can do the de jure claim as well, of course, but actually I think that would end up in us taking this one county, but then we'd end up with all of the sub-holdings held by Muslims, which would be not optimal. So we'll do the Holy War. Let's not call in any allies, since it's probably not necessary, and I'll just use vassal levies, at least for the moment, since I don't think I have to pay for them. No, I do not. While I have to pay a lot for my own personal levies. So if we can get away with not using them, all the better. I really hope this plot actually fires before he has any children. He's a lustful man, so can't imagine it would take too long. No, I thought one of those might have been chased, but it was not. My beloved niece is concerned that she is still not married. I guess we can get her married. We can... oh yeah. We can get her matrilineally married to the King of Galicia, but that doesn't really do anything because he is already of our dynasty. Yeah, nobody will matrilineally marry her. I suppose I'll just get her regular married to some random person. My half-sister has contracted smallpox. Uh-oh. Alright, we reinforced that in time, so that's all good. Looks like he lost his war and his county. And he has quite a revolt going on there. We probably don't need that many ships. We can just use these ones. So especially with that revolt going on, we'll just leave that county alone and siege the islands. So taking a naval landing is obviously not the best way to start a battle, but with the numbers in our favor so heavily, should be totally fine. And indeed it was already over before I finished that sentence. The smallest spider makes my son Ordonio squeal and run for cover. This has started to worry me. So 25% chance of him getting brave if we make him read Dune. But he didn't. That's okay though, he at least lost Craven. Let's go to speed 4 since I don't really anticipate much resistance in this war. My son makes sure everyone gets exactly the same amount of whatever sweets the cook gives the children. So he can be just... Oh, he has gonorrhea. That's unfortunate. Good, the Pope likes me. Failure, he escaped the arrow barrage unharmed, but at least all of the hired bowmen made a quiet escape and the conspiracy remains uncovered. So we have a granddaughter, a quick granddaughter. I wonder, could we... I guess we could assault that, we'd just about have enough, but... I think I'll let it happen the slow way. Sure, we'll just release all the prisoners. Can we... Yeah, we can, in fact, imprison the Emir and get immediately to 100%, so that's great. And let's go ahead and use our handy distribute recently acquired land button. In fact, well, no, I'll put them on the boat since... Actually, no, I don't have any retinue in there, do I? I lost my retinue at some point and haven't rebuilt it yet. I think. Oh, Galicia actually won their war. It looked to have sort of turned against them when they lost their war goal, but... I guess not. Okay. My son-in-law let everyone know about my plot to kill the Baron. Alright, my reputation is ruined. If this would actually fire sometime, it would be great, though he still has no children, so we're alright there. Attempted murder, minus 200. That's fair. My co-conspirators let me know that Baron Nuno of Cardona will die by poisoned wine at an upcoming banquet. It's a classic. And we lost our Chancellor. But that is the last of the de jure land we need for our kingdom, so that's good. We're obviously going to keep expanding though. I guess we'll appoint the Duke of Navarra here and have him, I guess, keep making Castile like me. Baron Nuno did not drink the wine, but was unable to uncover the conspiracy. The Pope is upset with our law of free investiture. The Holy Father is asking us to change it to comply with the Church doctrine. So we can switch to papal investiture. Bribe him. I don't particularly care about our investiture law, so we may as well keep the Pope happy. Was that my son contracting smallpox too? Oh, and I lost my spy master. Wasn't this the same spy master that we had previously? I don't really know why that happens, but we'll just appoint him right back. We could hold a grand tournament, though actually it would probably be better for me to spend this money on rebuilding my retinue. Let's do 5 of those, and maybe 5 of those. That'll be most of our money for now. My son asked me for a fief of his own to govern. We are not going to give him one. After a lively evening at court, where everyone drank, laughed, and feasted, me and Kapika were left alone by the late hours after everyone retired to their quarters. We happily chatted for some time about the most diverse topics as the servants prayed that we dismiss them. Finally, as fatigue was starting to show, I suggested we take the conversation to a bedroom. No better way to conclude a day. Alright, so the Queen will have a 50% chance of becoming pregnant. Not sure what that was, because apparently it just disappeared. My son Sebastian hardly eats anything for fear of turning fat. Temperance is a virtue, my son. So we are losing money now that our retinue is reinforcing. So we can make him cynical or zealous or cynical. Or, no wait, I can lose zealous and he can gain cynical, or he can lose cynical. I'll just have him lose cynical, I guess. That's fine. Ah no, Baron Nuno has gone into hiding. That's terrible. Though, fortunately, his wife still isn't pregnant. I'm starting to think Corina, my daughter-in-law, might fancy me. Let's probably not do that. And Sebastian is slowly mastering the art of swordsmanship, which is good for him. Alright, Croatia is calling us to war against our other allies, Hungary. Maybe it was Hungary calling us to war before? I guess we'll accept. Yeah, we'll keep our own zealous trait, that seems fine. Chancellor of Narbona has bribed and threatened his way through my domain. Well, that's not good. So that gives the Duke of Toulouse here a CB on me. Which, as we know, he's not afraid to use. Though, of course, we're stronger than we were then, so maybe he's afraid to use it now. This is my grandson, so we can get opinion from giving him to somebody, but all of our dukes are mostly happy. This duchess isn't 100% happy, so maybe we'll give him to her. So our Holy War cooldown has another 3 years or so before we can do it again. These rebels have fully occupied his capital here. Actually, that's his only land that he has left. I wonder what kind of rebels they are. Oh, Croatia won already. What was I looking at here? Oh, I guess it's just some kind of uprising. It's not an actual revolt. Okay, we had a granddaughter. I suppose we could consider trying to take more land from Castile. If we have nothing else to do while we wait for our Holy War cooldown. I suppose this 2-county duchy here would be the best choice in terms of neatness of borders, though it's not going to make things look extremely good. If we took the actual Duchy of Castile as well, that would be better. That's actually a pretty big duchy. Really, to make things properly neat around here, we're just going to have to take all of the de jure Kingdom of Castile at some point. But if we can find any claimants to this duchy in the meantime, only her will not accept an invitation to court. That would cost us 25 gold apparently, which we don't have. This retinue reinforcement is quite expensive. We'll put it down to half cost and half speed, I guess. Retinues take quite a long time to replenish, it seems, and cost you a lot of money while they're doing it. But anyway, we're out of time for this episode, so we'll have to leave it here. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.